The time I heard about the Parentpreneur Accelerator, I was sort of working silly hours. Definitely, I had this vision of being an entrepreneur and having lots of time to do what I wanted, but for some reason I just found that I was working really long hours. As you explained earlier in our session, I was the one with the laptop on the bed. I was checking my phone when we were having dinner, and I just felt like I was doing everything but nothing. And I really wanted to learn how to focus, and then that's why this was really appealing, because I felt like I wasn't managing my time really well. So I was definitely feeling really burnt out and not having that quality time with my family that I had set off to have. We've got lots of ideas that we want to build, but we also have families and we want to spend quality time with them as well as be successful. And I felt that you've built amazing businesses and you get it, you've done it, so definitely role model for me in that respect. The services I was providing were free. I hadn't figured out how to set a price. I wasn't collecting proper feedback at that point until we had a chat, and I thought, actually, this is something I need to think about. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs don't realize how important feedback is, because you do need to pivot, but you'll never know why or how unless you ask the right questions. And I think that's something that I really found valuable from the course, is asking those right questions and knowing what to do with the responses you gather. Otherwise it's just data. It's been really awesome having that push to get real customers through the door. I mean, we had a pilot program, but to get people actually parting with cash has been phenomenal, and that's been a large part due to the program, helping me think about my price points and asking the right questions. I did a feedback session. I spoke to about 12 mums who are on the course and previous participants of my pilot program, and all that information could have just sat somewhere else, but I used it. And I think just having that structure of the program helped me think about how to use those price points and set the right price for the customers, and have them book orders for the next course starting in April. And then also in terms of how I feel that I'm finally on that path to where I want to get to. I'm doing something that's meaningful, and you've got other parents in similar situation who get it, get your challenges, and who can cheer you on. The peer-to-peer coaching has been phenomenal. We've learned a lot from each other, so highly recommend it. I personally couldn't have done it alone, because I'm not focused, I'm not structured, so I needed that guidance. And so that's something that, if you're like me and you're a bit all over the place, you've got a zillion things going at the same time, maybe you need someone to help you and say, stop, think about what is the right thing to be focusing at this point. I mean, the daily material was phenomenal, and just even thinking about how you can change your habits. I think that's really important too. I'm not 100% there yet, but the great thing about everything about this course is I can go back and say, actually, I missed a step. I can go and review that again and say, well, today I'm going to do my miracle morning. I'm going to do Headspace. I'm going to read an audiobook. I'm going to do all these amazing things that will actually change the way I run my business, and I think will ultimately have a good impact on my quality of life.